guys, it is almost October, and I think you guys know what that means. 31 days of horror! I am, as always, so excited because October 1st starts our 31 days of horror. Every year, my brother and I put together a list of 31 horror movies, and then we watch a horror movie every day in October. And of course, then we release this list to you so that you can join along with us if you would like. Yeah, this year, I don't know. This year, these movies feel different. Like, I'm very excited about this year. I feel like there's a lot of old, like, true, like, good ones that I just want to rewatch. And then there's just a lot of playing catch up from last year and earlier this year. Things that I missed and didn't get to see. Actually, we have a couple of, like, 2019 movies, which I thought was kind of odd. I guess they're just ones we missed. I think both the 2019 movies are kind of not low budget, but not like, definitely not like A releases. Like, I don't think they release in theaters. I think they're both on Amazon Prime. So, so yeah, let's just dive right in and get started. And I mean, we did one year switch it up a little bit, but as you probably know by now, we kick things off with Scream. So day 1 through 6 is pretty easy. Day 1, Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 3, Scream 4, Scream 5, and Scream 6 will be October 1st through 6th. Yeah, I haven't watched Scream 6 since it came out last year. So, and I mean, I'm excited because even though it definitely had some issues, cinematically speaking, Scream 6 is one of the most beautiful Scream movies there is. It's, yeah, and it definitely had some incredibly strong points. It just didn't completely follow through. My husband and I have talked the Scream franchise to death, like where they could go now that they have to completely upset their original plan and basically start over with the 7th one. And just really, really wishing they would bring Stu Macher back. And yeah, just so many discussions on the many nuances and things we wish we could see going forward with Scream. Alright, so day 7 is Abigail. This is one I did not get to see in theaters, and I still have not watched it. So this will be a first time watch, playing catch up from, it came out this year. So yeah, I'm excited to see how that plays out because it looked very interesting. Day 8 is Salem's Lot, but the 2004 version with Rob Lowe. This might be kind of hard for some people to find. I have it on DVD, so if you can't find it, feel free to substitute with, like, maybe the original version, because we're gearing up for the new version. I went through the book recently, and I really enjoyed it, way more than I was expecting. And I'm so excited for the new version, and so I want to go back and kind of get just a refresher on, like, where we've come from with an older version of Salem's Lot before we watch the new one. Day 9 is Renfield. I did get to see this earlier this year, I think, when it first released on, like, streaming. Day 10 is X, because I have avoided this series for a long time because it is A24, and I hate that company and almost everything they have produced since day one. But because like Hereditary and Midsommar are two of the worst horror movies I've ever seen. They're like with like Green Knight and everything, A24 has just left a really bad taste in my mouth. But I want to say, like, recently I saw, unknowingly, until like the movie started, I saw like 1 or 2 A24 movies, and they are, I feel like they're evolving as a production company and putting out better movies. And this, I believe it's a trilogy, has always kind of intrigued me. So I want to give it a try and at least just watch the first one, and we'll go from there and see how I feel about trying the other two. So yeah. Day 11 is Candyman, the 2022, I think. Might have been 2021. I forgot to double check this version. Because we love Jordan Peele and we have to get him in on this list somewhere. Day 12 is Immaculate, Sydney Sweeney movie that I thought looked interesting, but I did not get to catch it in theaters, and so I've just been kind of holding out, not watching it on streaming until October came. So, day 13, we have a classic, Wreck, the original Spanish, I believe it's Spanish version, because Quarantine was the American version. Yeah. And I mean, I will still maintain that the original subtitled Spanish version is better than the American remake. It is good. Day 14 is Women in Black. Now, I was already excited about this because I went through the book this year, and the book is very creepy. And I mean, this movie is 10 years old, and there are still times I think about this movie and I'm like, it's just so creepy, and it's like so, it like has you like holding your breath. And then this weekend we went to Speak No Evil, and that movie, talk about a movie that has you holding your breath and clenching your butthole the entire movie. What do these two have in common, you may ask? They are directed by the same man. He doesn't direct much, but when he does, like, it's like, yeah. So I am very excited to rewatch Woman in Black after reading the book and now watching a movie by the same director. So day 15 is a Chris contribution. He came up with this movie for the list. It's a movie called Stop Motion. I watched the trailer. It looks creepy and a bit gory, but we're gonna give it a shot. So day 16 is a movie called Haunt. I think I was just looking for movies on Prime and I was like, that looks okay. But then like I rewatched the trailer today. This is one of the 2019 movies, and it was like from producer Eli Roth, and I was watching the trailer and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be gory. So we're gonna have like 2 really gory movies, I feel, in a row. So be ready for that. Day 17 is Demon Night, like the Tales from the Crypt, Demon Night, older movie. Okay, so if you follow Chris on Instagram, and I forgot to even say anything before I started, but there's some deviation from Chris's post already. Day 11 should have been what I'm about to say is day 18. I had to switch them, but day 18 is now, instead of Candyman, going to be Late Night with the Devil, because I saw something on Facebook like today before I was filming that was like, oh yeah, Late Night with the Devil starts streaming October 18th. And I was like, oh no. And then I looked into it more and it was like, yeah, it starts streaming October 18th. And I was like, oh crap, we have that scheduled for October 11th. So I had to switch those. But, so day 18 will be Late Night with the Devil, which looks interesting. I haven't seen like an actual full-on trailer for it, but I've seen like little, like, I mean, I guess like clips or teaser trailers, and it looks interesting. So I don't even fully know the entire premise, but it looks interesting. Day 19, the classic VHS. Oh, this movie, man. Such a good movie. And I mean, just a solid horror movie. Especially if you're a fan of found footage movies, which that is like my weakness. Day 20 is The Boogeyman from last year, 2023. This is one that it's been over a year now. Came out in June of last year, and I did not catch it in theaters, and I have not watched it since it hit streaming. I don't even know why we didn't do it last year for 31 Days of Horror, honestly. But yeah, so we're finally catching up and watching it. Day 21 is Evil Dead Rise. This is another one I did not catch in theaters, and I haven't seen yet on streaming. I don't know. It looked super creepy and scary in the trailer, but all these new iterations of Evil Dead since the original, like, trilogy ending with, the third one just have not been good. So I've just been a little leery of this one. Hopefully it's good. Day 22 is Tarot. This is another one I was gonna go see in theaters with my best friend, and our schedules never meshed. She has since watched it, and even she was like, it's not great. It's really predictable, but the effects were good. So I'm like, oh no. Like, if my best friend, who does not generally even have an opinion on movies, is like, it wasn't great, it's probably not good at all. So I don't know, we'll see. Day 23 is Ready or Not. Day 24 is Smile. Ugh, Smile. This movie, I'm going to go off on just a tish of a tangent here. I think Smile 2 comes out before the 24th, but I don't know if I'll get to see it right away anyway, so it doesn't really matter. If I end up watching the first one after the second one, I'm really not that worried about it. But I watched Smile, the first one, for the first time earlier this year. I want to say like February or March. Because I was like, you know what? I have avoided this movie for so long because it got such hype, you know? And when movies get like that much hype and everything, anything that gets like that much hype, and I just avoid it at all costs. So I was like, finally, you know what? I don't have anything to watch. Let's just put Smile on. Broad daylight, early morning. And when I tell you, I have never wanted to turn a movie off so badly because I was so scared. I was not expecting this movie at all. Like, I was impressed, to say the least, with how much it terrified me. So I'm hoping Smile 2 isn't, I mean, I don't know how you could possibly follow up that first movie. We'll see what they do. But Smile is one of now 5 movies that I can think of that have fundamentally, like, changed me because of the way it made my body react to a movie. Like, that's probably just another video. But the 5 movies that scared the poop out of me. Maybe that's a video for later in the month. But yeah. So yeah, day 24 is Smile. Day 25 is another Chris recommendation for the list. It's a movie called The Shed. This is another 2019 movie. I don't know, it was giving me very, like, Dead Before Dawn, Burying the Ex vibes, like, kind of like low budget, but, like, very original in its idea. Like, I don't know. So I guess we'll see how that one turns out. Day 26. Oh, this is the other one this is the one I forgot to watch the trailer for, but I feel like I've seen the trailer for this. Day 26 is Night Swim. I think this was another one where I was just, like, looking for fillers for movies, and it popped up on Amazon, and I was like, that looked interesting when it first came out, and I was watching trailers for it, so we'll give it a try. So then day 27 will be the new Salem's Lot. And I know that's, like, quite a bit after it actually hits streaming, because it hits October 3rd. So, I mean, feel free to rearrange any way you want if you want to catch it earlier. I am so excited because it looks really good. I'm wondering how close it's going to follow the book. Day 28 is Halloween, the original, because we got to throw some, like, OG in there, like why we're even all here. Day 29, Nightmare on Elm Street, because we got to just get back to our roots a little bit, because that's where it all started for me, as far as, like, OG horror movies. And then day 30 is The Crow, because I went to the new one, and I really just need to wash that all away and get the original Crow back in my system. Plus, it takes place, like, the night before Halloween, like, into Halloween. So I figured that's a good way to do it, right? Watch Crow the night before Halloween. And then, of course, as you should probably already know what's coming, day 31, Halloween, The Blair Witch Project, which is where my love of horror movies, I feel like, all started. So, well, plus my love of found footage horror movies, that's definitely where it started, was Blair Witch Project. So, yeah. Alright, you guys, I hope you join along with us on this journey of 31 Days of Horror. Let me know what you guys think about these movies, if you've seen them, what you think of them, what you're excited about, because you have not seen them yet. So, there's a lot I'm excited to see for the first time. Yeah. So, alright, you guys. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for all the horror movies. Yay. Alright, I love you guys so much. Welcome to spooky season. It's officially here. Alright, I love you guys so much, and I will see you later. Don't you go for that tripod. I know you want to, but do not. Penny, what are you doing? Penny! Sorry. Okay, that's bugging me. That's been like that the whole time, and you can't see the baby's face.